Good morning and welcome back to another YouTube video. Now today I'm going to take you guys through a full day in the life of a competitive and natural bodybuilder, which just happens to be me. Online coach, what else could I say? Competitive bodybuilder, so I don't get shit for claiming the natural card. What else could I be? I am not even sure, but it's going to be pretty random. Like, I think there's a few things on today that I can try and kind of include. I've got to go and get the car valid and things like that. One thing I do need to remember is I actually need to remember and book my haircut for this week. So basically what I've started doing throughout prep is just getting my haircut every single week. Now it's just to keep it like really short, because I always get like, I don't know what it is, but I just feel as if my hair grows in really quick, and I just like it, like at the back I like it to pretty much be like skin. Do you know what I mean? So I just like it to be really short. Although I wear my hat all the time, like I've actually started getting better. That is one thing that I don't know if many people's actually noticed, but one thing I've actually started getting very much like good at is not wearing my hat all the time, because I got my hair cut like quite a long time ago now, and I got told that if I kept wearing my hat, my hair would go thin and my hair would start falling out, and it kind of gave me the fear that I was like, I'm probably going to have to get used to stop wearing my hat every single day, 24 hours a day. So I started taking it off a little bit. Don't get me wrong, I'll still wear it in the gym and all that, except if I'm not wearing my headband, I'll wear my hat. So I'll always have it on in the gym. But I've started getting used to it. I've started feeling a little bit better. But at the start, it was just like I was feeling so naked, like without wearing a hat. So it just felt so weird. But apart from that, like I said, I'm going to take you guys through pretty much the full day today. I am just cracking on with work right here. So this is going to be my first block of work for this morning. As you would have seen, I just put my chicken in which that obviously gets cooked fresh every single day. And then it means that after like 20 minutes, that is it cooked for the whole entire day. So we've got 400 grams in there. I did wake up at a brand new low this morning of 199 pounds, so that is the first time that I have seen a sub 200 weigh-in this whole year, this whole prep, which is crazy. I'm still 20 pounds over stage weight from 2020, so around 2.5 years ago now. 2 years ago? I think it's two. I don't even think it's 2 years ago, is it? I genuinely don't even think it's 2 years ago, but I am still 20 pounds over stage weight. So regardless what we are coming in at, my arm is getting so sore here, that's why I've just changed hand, but we are 20 pounds over stage weight, which is a very good position to be in right now for where we're at. We are closing in on that 14-week out mark, which again is something that is pretty cool, because we have hit the halfway point, or we've just creeped over the halfway point. Now I also have a video coming to you guys of me going over how things have been over the first half of prep, in which I really can't wait to show you guys and give you guys an insight into seeing how I've coped with things, how things have been, how things are feeling, how I feel about the next 15 weeks before the first show. But of course that's coming in a separate video, so I do hope that you're able to tune into that one. But apart from that, sit back, relax, enjoy this video to the absolute best of your ability, the best of you can. But I hope you do enjoy it. If you do enjoy it again, guys, then please do not forget to drop the video a like for me, subscribe to the channel if you are new, and let's get on with this day. Right guys, this has just arrived in the post. Now I was actually just going to come on the camera and start off a huge rant and bring some negativity to your day, because this was meant to arrive yesterday, right? This was meant to arrive yesterday by the UPS delivery company, and I got an email yesterday saying that it had been delivered. It had literally been delivered right to my door. That's what I got an email saying. And I was hunting everywhere. I went outside. I was like, well, it's definitely not here. It literally had not got delivered. It got delivered 2.5 miles along the road, in which I was like, right, so it's been delivered 2.5 miles along the road from where it should have been delivered to another house. Where is this house? It never even gave me like a postcode or an address or a picture of anything. You know how they normally, delivery companies usually just throw something at your door, take a picture of it, and then that's it. It never had any pictures attached or anything, and I was like, well, what's going on here? Tried to contact them for around, no joke, 2 hours. Couldn't get through. They needed a reference number. They could not understand my reference number. It was just hectic. It was honestly like unbelievably bad. So then I eventually got through to some woman who was not even like, she never spoke English. Her English was very bad, and like, nothing against people whose English is really bad, but when I was like nearly getting so stressed because my parcel wasn't here, and I was so looking forward to it because it took like 10 days to come, so I was like so ready for it to come. So then I was getting no help from that. Then eventually what happened was I got told that it got took to some sort of depot bit where they literally drop off a lorry full of parcels that get sent back to UPS, the company. So I was like, well, so now my parcel is 2.5 miles away from me. I can't even go and pick it up. They're going to put it onto another lorry and they're going to send it back to where it got sent from. So it's like, what's going on here? And then the woman was like, yeah, we can't actually help you that much. It probably will be maybe another couple of weeks by the time you get it. So I'm like, a couple of weeks? I've just waited 10 days. And like, you know that kind of way when it's something that you order and you're actually really looking forward to coming, and I've got to wait another 2 weeks. I was fuming. So I was going to come on the camera this morning and I was going to be like, do you know something? I was going to be fuming, and then the doorbell just went, and it was the UPS man, and they've literally delivered it. How they've done it, I don't even know. Probably because I phoned up and I was fuming and I was so cross and I was like pure raging. But I don't know how they've done it. So usually the last few orders that I have put in have been gas. Now this is not gas. Well, I mean, I say it's not gas. It's relatively close to gas. It's Better Bodies, and this is a company that I've not actually had anything from ever. Like, I literally have not had anything from ever. And I seen a couple of new releases and I was like, wow, that actually looks really cool. I went through the phase recently of wearing sleeveless tops, in which this is the first one that I have picked up. I'm honestly unsure how good that is going to be in terms of lighting and how you're going to be able to see it. So what I'll do is I will literally just stick it on and I'll show you what it looks like against some better lighting. But it's a sleeveless top. Again, it says, obviously it's got the Better Bodies logo and that on it there, and it's got 82 on the back. I'm unsure why it's got 82 on the back, but it's a sleeveless top. For reference, I get this in 2XL. So if anybody's wondering what is the size, and for reference, in Better Bodies, I have ordered 2XL. So of course, whenever you see it on, you'll be able to see what it looks like. Now, next up, something that I've never actually wore in my whole entire life. Like, I've never been one to wear anything like this, but it's a more so performance top. So it is. As you can see, it's kind of crew necked up at the top. You get these in most companies like Nike and Under Armour and that, for being one of them, but I seen this on Better Bodies and I was like, I must get this. So as you can see, it's got the Better Bodies right in there, and it's kind of like, in a way, like a kind of tracksuit top. It's got the logo again down the side of both arms. What I've noticed as well is about the Better Bodies stuff is the material's actually very thick as well. The material's actually, it's quite a nice material. So obviously this will be a more so warm-up top. I won't wear this throughout my whole session, but I am very much looking forward to wearing that. I do like things to be a little bit kind of baggier than normal. I don't like things to be really extremely like snug and tight. But I am so happy that they have finally came. Like, literally, you have got no idea how happy I am that my deliveries came, because I just got to the point where once it sank in, I was not going to get it for the next 2 weeks. I was like, right, that's fine. I'm just going to have to deal with it. Like, I'm not going to get it for the next couple of weeks. And I was looking forward to it that much that it just kind of put a little bit of a damper on my day, but I got over it at the end of the day, and I was like, right, that's fine, couple of weeks, I can do it, I can wait on it. That's literally it. It's not the end of the world. I mean, I'm sure there's a million worse off things than Kiffy not getting his parcel happening in the world, but I mean, the UPS man just came, so I can just feel already this is going to be such a good day. But apart from that, no more rambling. Catch up with you guys in the next clip. Meal number one going in, so it is around 11:15, 11:30. Now this is actually relatively late for me to get my meal number one in today, but usually I like to just get my first block of work out the way every single day before I take my first and final meal in, or my first meal in of the day. I like to get my first block of work out the way, and then it means that I can kind of be as productive as possible, because if there's one thing that I recommend, it's anybody that's kind of getting into the coaching business, or anybody that works first thing in the morning, is try and kind of get your work out the way, or most of your work out the way, whenever you're your most productive. So that could actually be later on in the day. For some people it is. For me, it's definitely not later on in the day. For most of my stuff, I like to get a big chunk of work out the way first thing in the morning. So I get up, I literally go for a shower, I've got all my clothes set out for that day, I've got everything set out. Like, I literally have my clothes and a towel left on the banister for me just to get out of bed, jump into the shower, and then crack on with work, because I always feel that I'm my most productive first thing in the morning. I can get like a massive chunk, if not all, of my work out the way first thing in the morning. Then it allows me to have my first meal, it allows me to chill. My oats have become my most favourite meal of prep so far, so they've become like my literally favourite meal of the day. So I like to kind of make sure that I can chill, I can enjoy them. I've got 150 grams, so I mean, I've still got quite a lot of oats, which means that it takes me around kind of 15-20 minutes, because I'm starting to push it a little bit now. I'm trying to kind of eat them as slow as possible, but I'm just trying to enjoy them. So that's why I do that. That's why I leave my first meal till around this time, and then I'll take a in another meal, and then I'll take in a further third meal, and then that should usually be around my kind of pre-workout time, and then obviously I will go and train. Fast forward on a few hours, guys, we've got pre-workout meal going in. So I've got 400 grams of my sweet potato in here and 80 grams of chicken in here. I've actually just seasoned it with that, I think it was like peri peri seasoning or something like that I used. I've pretty much been using it for around 3 to 4 weeks now, and I've still got it. So this will be going in now, and then what I'm going to do is, supplement wise, I will be intaking defib, of course, as my pre-workout, which again gets taken in every single session, and my no code, which is my essential amino acids. So these are pretty much the only two supplements I will be taking throughout prep. For anybody that doesn't know, I used to take carb up, and I got it took out whenever I started dieting, just because purely we didn't really need any sort of carbohydrates within the session, as I was taking in a whole lot more outside. So these are the two supplements that go in. Ride-On will be coming back in stock next week. It will be landing next week, therefore I will have my pump formula back in which I can actually not wait for. But these are the two supplements, and I've got flavour wise today Fizzy Candy Crush and Jelly Bros in the no code. Are you kidding me? Is the ticket actually on the outside?
Move your hand. The writing's on the outside.
That's the worst start to the day ever. Right, regardless, forget that. I'm going to need to change them because that's going to really bother me. But then I've also got that kind of thing of not changing. If I put them on inside out, I can't change them back. But I'm going to have to change them back because that's really going to annoy me now. Now, we have just arrived at Tesco, so I'm going to take you guys into Tesco with me. I'm going to take you guys through what I need to be purchasing today. Now, I don't need to actually purchase everything because I have actually got a stock up of oats, but we'll pretty much just pick up another box anyway, just so I'm extra stocked up. We need to pick up pretty much my whole diet. In order for that to happen, we need to pick up sweet potato, we need to pick up white potato, and we need to pick up chicken, and we need to pick up broccoli. That's literally it. 4 different things. 5 if you include the oats. I mean, that's 5 choices of my whole entire diet. So again, pretty boring, pretty standard from the start of March. This has been my diet, and that's going to be all the way up until the middle of November, I believe, when the Worlds happen. So that's really all it's going to be. I mean, that's pretty boring. I mean, I know whenever YouTubers take you shopping with them, I mean, they pretty much buy like a whole lot of nice stuff, or they buy a variety, but at the end of the day, this is my diet. I'm taking you guys through it. I'm taking you guys into Tesco with me. So yeah, let's just get on with it. Right, first thing on the menu is look at all of the dates. And again, I don't actually get chicken breast, I get chicken breast mini fillets, and it's just purely down to the fact that you don't get that many like bits of blood and things like that on it, and that just gives me the fear, so I just get chicken breast mini fillets. 23rd of June, 20th of June, that's like tomorrow. 23rd of June, check it. Excellent. Now, potato up next. Good old white potato first. One of the good things with my white potato is these come in like 2.5 kilo bags. So again, that literally lasts me like the full week, 5 days. Another thing that I've actually started doing as well is I've actually started buying loose sweet potatoes over buying bags of sweet potatoes, because I was just finding that I literally wasn't getting any big ones, and also the loose ones just seem to be so much bigger. And again, I mean, there's literally no difference apart from that, but we've started buying loose ones. I'm actually quite gutted because there's no like majorly big ones today.
Not really skinny.
Yeah, usually there's some massive ones. So it's just picking the bigger ones. This one should be fine. We'll still go for as many as possible. That one look alright. Good old 23rd of June. Broccoli going in, we'll get a couple of them. Which one's probably looking? Again guys, I am like the most fussiest ever whenever it comes to getting greens, so the only greens you will ever see me eat is broccoli. Now, as much as I'm not a fan of them, I know they're efficient, I know that I need them in my diet, so I will just push myself through having them. But it's going to get to the point in prep when they are going to taste a whole lot better as well, so realistically that's it. Oats to pick up now, and then we're out. Yay! She's looking clean for about probably 5 minutes. So I've just got it valeted. Again, I try and kind of keep on top of this as much as I can, but like I feel as if I'm on the road that much that it's so hard to keep it clean. But I think like the reasoning that I get it done as often as I do is just because I think it's like there's some sort of satisfaction that I get every single time that it's been done, and it just looks absolutely clean. And I don't even know if the camera does it justice of how clean it actually is, but it is so clean. It's looking so clean. I am so happy, but it's probably going to be as clean as this for around 5 minutes, and then it'll be absolutely disgusting again. Anyways, that's what happens whenever I'm in the gym. Now it's time for some food. Favourite meal of the day, 500 grams of your finest white potato in there, made into the famous white potato chips. Of course, anybody asking, we part boil these, then we fire them in the air fryer at 180 degrees, 18.5 minutes, and they are done. Separate to that, I've got my chicken in here for this meal, because of course that was pre-prepped this morning, so all chicken is in there just for this meal anyway. 500 white potato, and then in here, as you can hear, that fat little Alexa right there. Alexa, stop. In here we have got some steamed broccoli. Now this is going to be absolutely roasting, so I really do not want to burn myself, but I'm going to try and risk it. Am I going to try and risk it? No, I'm probably not going to try and risk it. Right, I'm going to go for it. I'm going to go for it. Right, no, I'm definitely not going to go for it, because that is fucking roasting. Oh, you fucker. As you can see, we've got the broccoli in there. It's pure steamed up. The lens, of course it has. We've got the greens in there, we've got the white potato in there, we've got the chicken in there. As much as I absolutely hate, like, I am not a fan of greens, veggies, broccoli, anything at all like that. As much as I'm not a fan of veg whatsoever, like literally anybody that knows I'm not a fan of vegetables. But at the same time, I know that they are very beneficial. I know that throughout prep I need to take them in, and I know just in general that I have to take them in. So as much as I'm not a fan, I do force myself to take them in. As I get deeper into prep, I do actually like them a little bit more. But what I usually do is I just fire a little bit of salt onto it, and it does taste a whole lot better. And I just kind of try and get a little bit in each meal by meal by meal. So around maybe 200 grams per day I'll take in, and that'll literally be it for the full day. Now I know to some people that'll be poverty. Probably people will take in around 200 grams per meal, but for me, I try to just get it in around maybe 2 to 3 meals over the course of the day, whether that be my white potato meals or my sweet potato meals, and I can just get it in that way. And again, it's beneficial. It does me no harm me taking it in, it does me no harm me forcing myself to eat it, but at the same time it's just definitely not my thing. Rapid recovery, of course, is went in, because that goes in every single training day, every single day regardless. 80 grams of it with 50 grams fast acting carbohydrates, 25 grams fast acting proteins. Of course, any of the links for the supplements and that I take will be in the description box below, so again you can shoot over there, HR Labs or Unrivaled, where my recovery will come from. You join me for that fresh tub openness of basic. We're going in with peach iced tea. I don't know if that's going to focus right there, but that is going to be the flavour. So, as you guys will know, I take basic every single day of the week, regardless what day it is, regardless what time it is, regardless what session I'm on. Absolutely every single day. It's a supplement that I definitely believe should be critical in any natural athlete supplement stack, from a bodybuilder to an athlete to absolutely anything in general. Now, the biggest thing is not just as an overall supplement, but it's going to aid things like your strength, it's going to aid things like just your lifestyle and your health and how you feel in general. It's also a creatine based supplement as well, so I mean you've got that overall product that does contain creatine monohydrate, which again it's got 5,000 milligrams in it, which of course is your 5 grams a day that you would naturally take anyway. So I mean, as a supplement that does contain a lot, in fact what I'll do is I'll literally just stick the panel right up here for you guys, you can get an insight into seeing actually what's in it. But I have taken it now for around, I think it'll be close enough to probably around 3 years, because I actually implemented it back in my 2020 prep when it became live, and actually at the time I was working with a different company and they actually sent me it out. So I mean, that was at the kind of time that I started using a lot of HR Labs supplements before I actually jumped on board with HR Labs themselves. And again, I mean, I've never looked back, and I've never actually went a day, I've still not went a day, I have not ran out, and I've still not went a day without taking Basic. I think it's a supplement that should be in everybody's stack regardless. Natural bodybuilder, assisted bodybuilder, natural athlete, assisted athlete, whatever you may be, every single day it goes in. It's a PM supplement, so again, I take it pretty much before I go to bed. Now it is still relatively light, as you can tell. I'm actually taking it a few hours earlier today, just so I can kind of ensure that I'm getting it in, I can get a little bit more fluid in afterwards. And then of course I've got my PM shake, which again I take in just before bed. But I mean, apart from that, literally it's around 17 or 18 grams. I'm just still on just putting 1 scoop in. I can't actually remember the actual serving size, but I just put 1 scoop in. It's the same every single day, so nothing really changes. And again, the benefits I've noticed from it, again, from a strength perspective, from how I feel in general, from a hydration perspective, I mean, I'm never dehydrated ever, so all is good. It's a very good supplement. I recommend it. If you can get your hands on it, then please do. HR Labs Kiffy15 is my personal discount code. Again, guys, if anybody uses that code across the HR Labs website, it does very much help me a lot, so of course I very much appreciate that. But we are nearly finished this day. I have got one more I've got one more meal to go, which is a chicken and sweet potato meal. I have my AGF shake and berries to go, and then that is literally it. That is me. I'm gonna have to wrap the video up there, and I know that you're absolutely gutted about that, but I mean, I'm gonna have to wrap the video up after that shake. But apart from that, that's me done. I am not gonna ramble on anymore about Basic. I will just catch up with you guys in the next clip. So after the Basic talk, I should probably mention the fact that this is a little bit of extra sweet potato that has been prepped for tomorrow. This is the sweet potato that I've got left for today. This is the chicken that I've got left for today, so of course that's my last and final meal. This actually looks like a small tub, but is actually a rather big tub. Now, one of the things that I've noticed since I've changed the settings on my camera, I think everything looks smaller because it seems like so zoomed in. This is my sweet potato for tomorrow, so what we've got in here is 950 grams. Now, that is not all of the sweet potato for tomorrow. I still have a little bit more to cook, but we're still prepping it every single night because, again, it's just making things a whole lot easier in terms of my productivity the following day. And again, it makes it easier because I don't need to worry about cooking any sort of sweet potato for the following day. I can literally just crack on with my day, crack on with my work, focus on my training, focus on being a bodybuilder, focus on just eating my meals. I don't even heat it up. I literally eat sweet potato cold every single day. Like, I have not actually heat up my sweet potato throughout this whole entire prep, and I think it's just something that I don't know, I just prefer to eat sweet potato cold, especially whenever it's made into chips, because again, then it goes a little bit kind of soggy and moist. I don't really like warm sweet potato, so I've always just ate it cold. But apart from that, last and final meal in there. That is actually my first time having carrot cake AGF in so long, because I ran the salted caramel peanut, salted peanut. I ran it literally since it came out, and I literally stopped having my carrot cake and a shake, and I was just having my carrot cake and my oats in the morning. But going back to that, because unfortunately last night I ran out of salted peanut caramel, and it's just like the end of the world because it's actually sold out. And I'm really hoping that Guy does get it back in stock within the next like 24 hours, because I am desperate to get back on it. Now, there is one flavour, strawberry shortcake, that I do actually need to still get my hands on, because I got to taste test it whenever I was at the Body Academy, but I forgot to pick it up when I was there. I literally forgot to bring it, so that is the reason why I don't have it, which again is my fault at the end of the day. But FitX is actually happening just over a week's time, in which I'll be able to pick up all my supplements there, from both HR Labs and obviously Unrivaled. I'll be able to pick up strawberry shortcake, give you guys of course a live taste test, probably at FitX. I mean, why not? If any one of you that is watching this is heading to FitX in Liverpool over the course of July 1st, 2nd and 3rd, I believe, I'm going to be there the full weekend, so of course come and say hello, come and chat some shit. Don't bring me any snacks because I'm on prep and I'm not on my off season anymore, therefore nobody can bring me any snacks, which is unfortunate. But apart from that, this is going to conclude this full day in the life, this full day of eating, this full day of, I don't even know what it was, because I had planned on doing like a full day in the life, and then I thought to myself, well, I've just pretty much done a full day in the life, obviously from Dubai, and it's pretty much, it's just literally the exact same as that, but I'm back in the UK. Like, nothing changes whatsoever. And you've just seen me in my kitchen this full video, so I mean, if it's been boring, then I can only apologise. But apart from that, I hope that you guys did enjoy this one. If you did enjoy it, then again, please do not forget to drop the video a like for me, subscribe to the channel if you are new, and I will see you all in the next video.